Hello everyone. Long time no seen. Well, was a challenging time, still is. But yes, here I am. And an exciting time we're in. Oh gosh, I tell you. And I will start with the Mayan calendar update, because this is really the big one, the most visible level of the upgrade we have just been tapping into. September 1st, keep that date in mind, go back to it. An amazing new beginning. That first month of that first day of the 9th month. Well, September is a generally important month every year, because it's the only month which, if you add up the year number to the month number, you get the same number as the year number. That's just because it's the 9. 9 plus 5, that's 2021, is a 14. And the 14 reduces to a 5. So this in itself shows that each year the month of September is most overall what the year stands for. Now that's a big statement. But just 2 years where this was particularly strong, naturally 2001 with the 9/11 thing, which really made September 2001 certainly the most fractal moment of the year 2001. And then, I mean, it's not always aligning with worldly events in a big way, but energetically for sure. Another one which also in the bigger worldly picture manifested as the key, the center month, was in 2008. Those of you who remember, that was also September when the big stock market meltdown happened. Again, this is just an energetic thing. So this year it's the 5. 2021 is a 5. And Oracle Girl pointed it out. This is the real power year. There was an inversion of numbers, but that real ending of the big cycle, that's 2021. It's just that little trick. So everybody expected it 9 years earlier. Here we are now. This is the final 3 months of this year. Most certainly summiting, reaching that big climax on, you probably could guess it, I gave you already quite a bit away, on winter solstice. So, okay, that's the bigger picture. Now, on the 1st of September, we started a new calendar round. Interesting, I learned today that the last soldiers left Afghanistan, the last American soldiers left Afghanistan on August the 31st. And that one was when these Taliban guys were making a big party and carrying caskets symbolically of US and all the allies, and emulate them. Yeah, quite an interesting ending of that last 260-day period, kind of in the defeat of the American administration. I guess it was pretty striking. Everybody meanwhile can see the well, to call it mildly, the disastrous decisions that administration is making, not only regarding their own people, but everywhere. It's just obvious. And I was actually, it's pretty easy. If you look at the charts, I said it, and I mean everybody knew. It's not a really newsworthy anymore. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Now, let me see, the music seems to get a little wild. Let me turn it down a notch here so you can still properly hear me. I like to listen to music while I'm thinking. Kind of helps my mind. Anyway, so was the 9th month the first day in a 5-year? That's also, as I pointed out several times, that's one of the columns in the magic square, that powerful alignment of the first 9 numbers, the digits, which all lines add up to 15 diagonally and horizontally and vertically both. 915 is one of the power columns, actually containing both the extreme numbers 9 and 1 and the center number, the 5. And the 5 is Jupiter's number. I also would like to say that once more. Jupiter is the planet of the year. It's that wild and extreme change, fast in that Aquarian mode of tapping into a whole new dimensionality of reality. It's that Aquarian star energy, also resonating with the 17th card in the tarot. It's really like the curtains are pulled open on many, many different venues, different thought forms, different concepts and realities. It happens everywhere, and I mean everyone lives in their own little universe, so each person experiences this a little different. But then also we have the cultural settings, and they are particularly strong now. Since 2020, most amazingly, everybody was put onto the same game plan. That's really what it was. We were all streamlined, which has a very interesting side effect. It kind of and makes it easier for all the individual minds to start falling in a synchronicity with all the other beings and people on this planet. It's kind of like we are teased to become more cohesive. Cohesive, kind of falling in sync, moving in sync. The waves moving in sync. It's very Aquarian. The two lines which are not touching each other, which are in perfect resonance to one another. So all the invisible energies, that's what's kind of holding that synchronicity in place of the two lines of the Aquarian waves. There's lots of invisible energy in there. So what I want to say is that energetically we jumped dimensions on September 1st. The whole ball game is now in a different court. Before, the fight was much more dense, materially focused on outcomes of elections and whatnot, and all these outer details, arrests and whatnot, and it seems with the end of August that all that became somewhat unimportant. Somewhat. I'm not saying it's out of the picture that these things will happen. They will happen, but the energetic focus has shifted in a different direction. The fight, that war between light and dark, has now shifted into purely spiritual realms. You got it? It's no more making any difference what the more gross manifestations are or will be. Everything is already moving in the perfect direction, on trajectory, totally on trajectory. And these things are happening. We do not have to obsess about it anymore. We don't have to really pay too much attention to it anymore. It's on its way. What matters now even more so is looking forward and creating. And this is an immensely potent time of recreation, of creation, of using our dreaming facilities. It's much more than a vision. You have to feel it, you have to sense it, you have to be pulled by that enormous power the future holds. So we literally have taken a leap in consciousness. That's my understanding of where we have come long ways, and the Nine say it. Oracle Girl says the same thing. Jacqueline Hobbs, for those of you who are not familiar with her yet, she's quite an amazing source, not just of information, but of transformation. Because it's all about the transmuting, the purification, the clearing of the energy. You're deleting the lower frequency band away from this reality. And that's now getting real. We're feeling it. It's no more just a thought, an idea. It's become real. We can feel it. I know, I'm certainly not exaggerating. It's become very clear. I mean, I said it, August was the month of death and resurrection. It was literally so. Temperance, that's the 14, 9 plus 5, that's the September now. 14 is temperance in the Tarot. It's the angel with the two grails and the energy moving from one to the other, keeping the perfect balance. The 14 is also the shaman's energy, the 14th day sign in the Mayan calendar, as we have it here in front of us, is Ish. It will be the 14th of September. Just a little local ahead. So yes, here we have the grade, and you see that was September the 1st. The red magnetic dragon. The first 13 days here now of this month are in total resonance with the Mayan numbers. which makes these archetypal days. We are now today, as I'm recording this, on day 7, the 7th of September, this is, which is the blue healing hand. The blue resonant healing hand. And I pulled up the little poem here. I channel in order to know, inspiring healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the resonant tone of attunement. I'm guided by the power of self-generation. These are all archetypal days. This is number 7, the healing hand, which is an improvement upon the natural world. It is the application of human intelligence. That's what the healing hand represents. It's an additional refinement of what nature already provides us with. In this sense, number 7 always involves genius. The storm is the guiding sign of the day, but that's just for today. And you see, this is the first 13-day wave. 2 days, tomorrow will be Lamad, which is the Venus star, a day of perfection, and then the 9th of September, 9 Muluk, that is the red solar moon. That's a powerful portal, 9 in a 5-year. It will be a rearrangement of energies to enable even more of that spiritual, wonderful inspiration to descend, to take on forms. And I show you in my astrology update, that's really what is going on so many levels. So we get there in a few minutes. Before that, I want to go back here to the grid once more. So we are now on day 7. Day 12 will be interesting and astrologically. This is a big activation day. It's the 12th, which is the most perfected and harmonized expression of that 13-day wave we are building. So the 12th will be a marker, a big marker, and then we go into the shaman cycle on the 14th. This will be a time of diving deep within and creating that bond between the two worlds. The shaman stands with one leg in this world, with the other leg in the other, and that's really what is so important. We all have to tap into these powers of connecting two worlds. Those of you, and I know that's pretty much all of my audience, you know that this is the most powerful time we are in. It's an exciting ride. It feels like it's getting real. Rubber hits the road, and in a way more refined manner than most people would think. I think it will go so much smoother than everybody expected. We will again surprise ourselves. Yeah, Everybody says it. We are doing so much better than anybody could have expected. We're on track. Okay, see you in a few minutes if you want to continue with the astrology of September 2021. Thank you.